let's get right into it because something huge is happening with how we find, well, anything. If you've used a search engine in the last few months, you've probably noticed it feels different. The ground is definitely shifting. Today, we're going to break down what's really going on behind this search revolution. For what feels like forever, this was search, right? You'd type in a question, you'd get back that classic list of 10 blue links, and then the real work, the sifting and the reading, that was all on you. But now we're seeing this, a direct conversational answer, all neatly summarized from the best sources with the citations right there. It feels kind of like magic, but it's not. So the big question is, how did we get here? How did we go from a simple list of websites to a machine that can actually read the web and synthesize an answer for us, just like that? What's the core technology that flipped the switch? Well, the answer is a totally new and seriously powerful kind of AI engine. And this isn't just a small update. We're talking about a whole new way of thinking about artificial intelligence. It's called a foundation model. The best way to think about it is like a massive general-purpose brain. It's been pre-trained on an incredible amount of data, a huge chunk of the internet, basically. So it has this broad understanding of language, of concepts, of how different ideas connect. This thing is not a one-trick pony. It's the base, the foundation, that you can then build almost anything on top of. So how does this brain get so smart? It's really a three-step process. First up is pre-training. This is the really slow, really expensive part where the model just reads the internet, absorbing all that general knowledge. Then comes fine-tuning. This is where we take that generalist model and train it on a much smaller, specific set of data to make it an expert at one particular thing, like answering questions. And finally, there's prompting. That's what we're doing every time we use it, giving it instructions in the moment to get the specific output we want. I love this analogy. It just clicks, you know? The pre-training gives the model that general, high school level knowledge about the world. And the fine-tuning, that's like sending it to a specialized course to become an accountant. It's way, way faster than trying to teach someone accounting from birth. Okay, so we have this powerful new engine. Let's look at the first absolutely incredible thing it lets us do. Search that doesn't just find information, but actually creates new answers from scratch. This right here is the big leap. Traditional search engines are like librarians. They find existing books or web pages for you. But generative search, it reads a bunch of those pages, understands the most important points, and then creates a brand new, custom-written summary just for you. It's the difference between a librarian and a personal research assistant. But wait a second, how do you keep the AI from just, making things up? That is a huge problem. And the solution is a brilliant process called retrieval augmented generation, or RAG for short. This is the secret sauce that makes AI search reliable. It works in a really simple but powerful two-step dance. First, the system does a good old-fashioned search to retrieve a bunch of high-quality relevant documents. Then, and this is the key part, it hands only those documents to the AI and says, generate an answer based only on this information I just gave you. So you have to think of RAG as the essential safety check. It's like putting the AI on a leash. It grounds the model in facts. Instead of letting it pull an answer out of its vast, sometimes messy memory, it forces it to build the answer using real, verifiable documents. That's exactly why you see those little citation numbers popping up in the results. Okay, but this new AI isn't just about text. The next part of this revolution is about giving search a pair of eyes. Welcome to the wild world of multimodal search. This is where AI learns to speak a universal language that covers both images and text. It can understand the concept of a thing, whether you show it a picture of it or just type out the word. So, let's say you start with an image, like this awesome DeLorean. A simple image search would find other pictures that look like it, other cars with that same general shape and style. Cool, but that's just scratching the surface. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. What happens if we give the AI that same image of the car, but we also add a text prompt? What if we ask it to combine the visuals of that car with the idea of a superhero? And you get this. Look at that. It didn't just find a random superhero, and it didn't just find a random futuristic car. It found an image that blends both of those ideas together. It understood the sleek, glowing aesthetic from the car image and the concept of superhero from the text. It got both at the same time. Incredible. Now, this new AI is amazing, for sure. But that doesn't mean we just throw out everything that we've built over the last 20 years. Actually, the smartest systems are the ones that are learning how to combine the old with the new. We basically have two different tools in the toolbox now. You've got your classic keyword search, which is like a scalpel. It's super precise, perfect for finding an exact product code or a specific name. Then you've got the new AI vector search, which is more like a net. It's fantastic at understanding concepts and meaning, but it might not be as precise with one specific word. They both have their pros and cons. So why choose? The smartest move is to use both. And that's exactly what hybrid search is. It's the simple idea of running both types of searches at the exact same time and then cleverly combining their results. And with this, you literally get the best of both worlds. A result that ranks highly in the keyword search and also ranks highly in the AI conceptual search, that's almost guaranteed to be a fantastic result. It uses the agreement between the two different systems as this powerful new signal for what's truly relevant. So we have AI that creates answers, understands images, and combines the best of old and new search. Where is this all going? What does the future of finding information actually look like? Well, two really big trends are starting to pop up. The first is conversational search. This is a search engine that actually has a memory. It remembers what you asked a few questions ago, so you can have a real back and forth without starting from scratch every single time. And then there's agent-based search, which is even more powerful. This is where you can give the AI a complex goal, and it will figure out all the different search steps it needs to take to get the job done for you. You see, all of this is pushing search beyond being a simple tool we use to find web pages. It's becoming a true partner, something that can help us think and solve problems. It's not just a search bar anymore. It's turning into a conversation. And that leaves us with one last really interesting question to think about.